Let's get this thing going.
Welcome to the fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
And we say good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. The time is 8:03. It's March 23rd as we continue to sit in the times of Noah with rain. And we've got another couple days of it. That's all right. Then it's going to get nice again. And the sun will be shining. Hey, welcome to The Edge, fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Brendan Shanahan's here. Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. You know what to do. Join the show, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio, 100.7 The Viper. We're on Facebook at that name, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show, jump in on the conversation. You can stream us at viperrocks.com and also give us a call, 636-695-2915, 636-695-2915. Okay, we've got a myriad of things to talk about today. Again. We love when you guys jump in. You doing all right? You're smiling. You're bubbly this morning, Angela.
Yeah, I am. I'm happy to have part of my voice back. So
you already went where I was going. I was like, what did you take all of a sudden?
I didn't take anything. I just didn't speak to people yesterday.
Yeah, but you don't speak to people that
No,
anyway.
I do. I have friends. I like to say I don't, but I really do.
You said you have one friend.
I always say I have two, but I have more than two friends. But I didn't talk to anybody yesterday, so I think that helped.
Brendan Shanahan's back in. Brendan, you're going to be here on Friday, right?
I have not heard as of yet.
Okay.
I'm not going to take the odds on that one.
All right. Hey, by the way, I sent you some sound.
Yes.
At some point, we got to. The one thing that I love about President Biden, he doesn't hide anything back, whether he's supposed to or not. He lets you know what's going on. So just wait to hear what he's talking about. Oh, my God. I could not believe a comment that he made yet. This wasn't, calling somebody who they aren't over and over and over again. This is about what's actually happening worldwide. And if that doesn't shake you to the core, I don't know what will. Last night, we were on air. Did you see the tornado that hit New Orleans?
That was big.
Scary looking.
Massive. And it's not often you get good video of something coming in. There was a TV station that was broadcasting it live as it was coming into the area. They were shooting it from their tower camera as you see it just coming. I've never seen a tornado have that much coverage where you see it coming in.
A friend of mine works right there, and right at that sound stage, it tore apart a sound stage. It was right next to where the TV station is.
Yeah, we're still waiting to hear about damage. And just put it this way, Glenn Zimmerman, I was like, Glenn, our meteorologist and anchor, I was like, when's the last time New Orleans has had a tornado? He's like, I have no idea. He's like, they deal with the flooding, but they're not used to tornadoes. And some of the video of people shooting, they're like laughing and smiling as this thing's like rolling through town. And it's like, get out of there. It's like they have no idea. They're clueless. It's like, oh, this isn't water that's flowing in as a flood.
Right.
Everybody wants to get their, multiple clicks on Instagram or whatever.
Well, I asked Glenn that too. He says there's so much money regarding weather and chasing video because that's why everybody putting drones up and things of that nature. I mean, you don't know. You'll get everything.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
All the hits you'll get on all the different social media sites and things like that. That's why people do it. Did you see the one that they were showing right after that, the tornado in Austin? The pickup truck gets tipped over on its side, and it's spinning, flips up, and the guy takes off driving.
Okay, that's kind of awesome, but no, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was the biggest video around the country yesterday. Seeing the video. It's a red truck that's spinning around like a toy. And then
I might have to find that.
You'll find it. It won't take you very long. We ran an interview with a guy and his girlfriend or his wife were in the truck, and then they just drove off. They're like, man, it was scary as hell. Can you imagine? Everything else is being picked up, lifted off the ground. And let us know after you see it, Angela.
I think I found it.
I lived in Tulsa, Tornado Alley, for 3 years, and a tornado came down our street once. And it's funny because Oklahoma has red clay. Very few homes have basements.
Oh.
And you live right in the middle of Tornado Alley.
Do they have the storm cellars? Or no?
Most homes don't know. You go to the middle of a home and pray.
Oh, my God.
I'll never forget my ex-wife and I and our German Shepherd were in a closet as the tornado came down the street. And I'm like, oh, my God, where do I live? Are you kidding me? Ah. But anyway, it's a scary thing. It's a scary proposition with the tornadoes and a feeling of helplessness when there's not much you can do.
Okay, I just found the video. This is wicked.
Yeah, it's the best commercial video ever for Chevy.
It is wicked, man. And he's just like,
I could already see.
okay.
If that dude with the Applebee's song thought that he did well,
I hate that Applebee's
Chevy Trucks
song.
is going to be like, Chevy Trucks, good.
That
Even in
was-
a tornado.
Yeah, that's a national story. Big, big, big. That's right. It's a Chevy, Vic. Yeah, I know you guys are telling me Chevy, Chevy, Chevy. It was unbelievable, and it's one of the best. It would be one of the best commercials.
Chevy Trucks.
We'll
built
see that in
tornado
a couple
tough.
months.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. What was that? The old Timex commercial.
What is that?
It-
What is that?
that is a zoo animal.
My goodness, I am shocked to see Eric so early.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh, hi, Eric.
This is Eric, personality number 4.
Oh, I don't know that I've seen
This
it.
is the punctual, very responsible.
Punctual.
I don't know that I've seen early Eric.
It's 8:09. I'm still late. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but that's
But we're
early.
going the right direction.
All right.
So you're saying we have a chance at
So what do
getting
we
you
call
in here?
this? Is Eric 4? Eric 4 is the
I
responsible
guess.
one?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Don't get used to it.
I don't know.
Hi, Eric 4.
How you doing?
Good morning. Eric Johnson joining us. So that tornado was a big story.
Oh, that's cool. It's a cool video.
I know. 3 days ago, we saw the Chinese plane that went down. Now there's all the officials saying it's suspicious. There was video of the plane taking just a straight nosedive out of nowhere. Saying there's no way that plane, and Eric's a pilot, could have ever done what it did without human
Intervention.
correct.
Pushing the yoke forward, kind of a thing.
Either-
Suicided airplane.
Either a bomb went off somehow, some way, a suicide by a pilot. But even if a pilot tried to do that, you have a co-pilot who could take over.
Yeah.
Or what you're hearing now, it was shot down
Yeah.
by Chinese missiles.
Yeah, but why? Who was on the plane? What was
I don't
on
know.
the plane?
Who knows?
We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll speculate from now until eternity. What was the one that?
The video is this craziest
Yeah.
thing because you see it just going, dun, 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 and you actually see a plane crash happening, just literally dropping
Did
like
you
a
hear?
rock in the
Maybe
sky.
it's part of the new world order that we're starting to get into. Did you hear Biden yesterday talk about
Oh.
the new world order?
Eric,
Oh, yeah.
that's what.
Do you
Eric,
remember? Do you remember?
Eric, okay, we
What
got
did
it.
I'm sorry. Did I bust a
Yep.
bubble?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you weren't here to start with. We're going to play that sound. Yeah, but that's all right. It's a good tease. We'll tease it on up.
The
You're
only
teeing it up.
reason it makes me anticipate something is because back when, like in my 20s, people were going, "Watch out! The government's going to bring in this thing called the New World Order."
I was going to say, yeah, we've been talking about this forever.
And I'm like, what is the New World Order? It's where the governments all come together and the United States gets decimated and it's just this big one world government. I was like, bull, what the? You sound nuts. What's wrong with you? And then all of a sudden, dun, 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 yesterday, behind a podium of some sort, President Biden uses the word New World Order. Huh.
He wasn't
Interesting.
behind. No, he was out.
This New World Order.
Brendan, when you get a chance, since
the
Eric's
liberal
brought it
New
up, can
World
we,
Order.
whenever you
What-
get a chance,
liberal
Brendan?
New
Yeah, I
World
know you got a
Order.
bunch of things
Ooh,
going
that's
on.
even worse.
Mm.
Well, it's part of the Great Reset.
Now, what is that?
We've talked about this a million
Yeah, but
times.
is it an official thing?
World leadership under
Is it
one
an
rule?
official thing?
No, Eric, because you want
Well, you
everything.
can't have a discussion
Yes,
about
you
it
can,
then.
Eric. Well, then you can't have a discussion about all these other
It's
things.
conspiracy theories. It's like Art Bell talking about UFOs.
Yeah, but I think we're seeing more and more that
I mean, it's
conspiracy
also in the
theories
Left
are
Behind
real.
series, the book, which is loosely,
The
very
Left Behind
loosely
series,
there-
exactly
based off
right.
The Bible that is
Yeah.
in there too.
Is it going to be one of those days, Vic?
I don't know.
Because they frustrate me when I leave here. I'm like,
Well,
oh
the
my God, what's
problem-
going on?
The problem that we have with those situations are, oh my God, that some of these do come true. And when the president is talking, whether he knows he is or whether he shouldn't, about, hey, there's going to be a new world order. We've got sound. You caught us off guard bringing it up when you came in 9 minutes late.
There.
Okay.
Or 9 minutes early,
Here we
I was
go.
gonna
depending
say,
on which
it's
way
like-
you look
it's
at
like
it.
22 minutes.
Since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway, and since then we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there.
Bam!
President Biden speaking yesterday at one of his visits. That wasn't at the White House. It was in another place. Literally, you're like, what? We know that he goes off script because he doesn't know what he's talking about at certain times, not being disrespectful. It just happens. And we ran all the video and the sound to show you. I don't know if that was purposefully done or if he just started talking because we know how he rambles.
Yeah.
Well,
But the bottom line, it came out. Anybody that's ever called anybody a conspiracy theory, any of that things, guess what?
Yeah.
You're right on this New World Order, which is part of what is called, quote, a great reset, which involves world leadership under one rule,
Yeah.
people combined under one. And there's a whole bunch of, quote, communist ways, dictatorship ways. Everybody is, you take this and that's what you deal with. I mean, there's so many ways. You can look it up. You can read it.
Why did he say is
There's
it a
been a lot
liberal?
of
Is it a liberal world order? Because he said that first. Is that the new world order? The liberal world order?
Well, one of the
Well,
start.
that was the first word he
He
used.
said, yeah.
If anybody cares about money, and I know that our money people would say I'm crazy, are experts out there because I know they're not going to try to get people freaking out about the dollar. The dollar is going down. The dollar has been going down. And there is a worldwide effort to get rid of the dollar. There's also a push for all 100% digital. And if it, Todd's talking about it right now, I think. You watch, U.S. will create a new currency that is all digital. All your stuff will be tracked. Not good. I'd read about this. All digital.
Yeah, well, where's the media? Why isn't the media?
Eric,
No.
the national media is never going to talk about this because
why?
it's not
Because before
a story
it's too
to
late?
the national media.
Really? Is that correct?
You know why
So-
the national you've already said why the national
Well-
media doesn't cover stories.
We're still the United States until that happens.
Even
it seems
Drew
like some of our
even Drew says Biden's right. America's done.
damn. So much for make America great again.
Yeah. No, well,
So much for that.
that was so yesterday. We're on to other things now.
And now,
Eric.
now we're on to New World
Yeah,
Order.
we're on to
now
New
we're
World Order
George
now.
Soros as God.
And Biden saying we need to get out ahead of this, and there's a lot.
I'm
of
just saying the
death and-
media. We really need an Elliot
Brendan.
Davis right now.
Oh,
we
my
need an
God.
Elliot Davis to come the hell out.
LA wouldn't know what the hell to do with this.
Seriously?
He is, in my opinion, the best you paid for it of your tax money. Elliot wouldn't know what the hell
We
to do
could
with
have
it
a
right
new-
now. He said
we could-
most wouldn't.
We could have a new Marvel.
Brendan, when you get a chance, can we play that one more time?
Which one?
Whenever. The sound that we just heard, because it was, I just wanted to hear him. He was talking about death, too, I thought.
Death. A lot of people died, is what he said. I thought.
He
Good
did
job,
say-
Brendan.
He did say that.
Nice job, buddy.
Did say that.
Way to technical direct off your phone.
Well, hey,
Hey,
Brendan's
last minute
busting his butt. When you come in late, say, no,
I'm gonna do this now.
And you just talked over it, so good job. Here we go.
Here we go.
And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway, and since then we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there.
Okay, there you go, a new world order. So whatever you thought was a conspiracy 20 years ago, Vic,
But here's
is
what
not
he
a
said.
conspiracy
He answered
anymore.
liberal world order. He said liberal world order. I listen to what people say.
But okay,
Right.
fantastic.
Liberal world order, first of all.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I don't know. That's the first thing you have to break down. The second part, lots of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. Then he goes, nowhere. Lots of people died in the past or died before, but nowhere near the chaos.
Right.
We need to be the leaders of this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So what do I mean by Elliot Davis? And I'm not playing right now, Vic. So you can report this tonight.
I don't want you to say something really embarrassing again, Eric.
I'm not going to try.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to try not to. But I use Elliot Davis as this is my guy that I use as an analogy for investigative reporting. Okay, investigative.
You call
I think Elliot Davis needs his own Marvel movie.
Elliot does
He's the new
not do
Avenger.
investigative-
He's the new Avenger.
He doesn't do investigative reporting.
Sure he does.
No,
What?
he
arrives
doesn't.
at your house or your
No.
business with a camera.
No, that's Chris Hayes.
Whatever.
Will you ask Elliot if he's uncomfortable with the love that he's getting from Eric?
It doesn't matter. I can idolize
Oh
whoever I
my
want.
God.
Here I go. So anyway, on channel 2, 4, 5, and 11 or wherever, the local news will report what it is fed. And it's
On national news, correct.
whatever.
Yes. No, it's not whatever because you say a lot of stupid ass things
I
because
know.
you're not smart enough to know what you're talking about.
Can't disagree with you there. So here we go.
World news, we regurgitate.
Okay,
You
fine.
know what?
So
Admitting is half the battle.
all right, so fine. We do need a reporter that's not 60 Minutes to go in there and say, when we're talking about New World Order, let's do a backstory on what the hell these people are talking about. Let's break down the word liberal that our United States president just used to bring us into this thing called a New World Order that kind of breaks the sovereignty of the United States, don't you think? We have borders, we have laws, we have ways of doing business that don't involve anything that the European Union are doing. So we need media not just to lie to us about Russiagate. We need a media that says, let's break this down.
Eric,
Let's
Fox
opine
News
about this.
breaks it down. They've talked about this. OAN does, and Newsmax. Every other network won't. It's the same thing with every other topic. It's right down the middle. If you're liberal, you're on this side. If you're conservative, you're on that side. And you get pushed to one side or the other
Okay.
when it comes to the media
Okay,
coverage from a
fantastic.
national
But
standpoint.
let me make my point.
You want
Let me-
everything
no.
in a package with a nice bow.
Let me make my
we
point.
know it's right. We know it's wrong, but that's not life. Everything
let me
in
make
life
my
is
point.
gray.
Let me make my point. The media was complicit in not letting us know what the Hunter Biden story was about. There's so much crap in that laptop.
No,
and you guys didn't.
the
not
liberal
you guys.
national
not,
media was not Fox, not OAN, not Newsmax. I'm
Right,
trying
but-
to explain this to you. You need to start saying all the national networks besides
Okay,
those three.
then you guys need to demand it.
because who's you guys demanding?
Fox, News Corp, whatever. You guys need to demand that you guys say
who's
"Wait,
you guys? Why you
the
keep saying-
local media. If you guys are saying you're being fed stories,
No, we're
you-
not being quote fed. National news does national stories.
Okay.
It's pretty simple, Eric.
Okay.
That's their quote expertise.
All right.
Local news does local stories.
If it's a national story, it's got to be massive for you guys to cover it as like,
Yes.
say, here's something, the airliner goes down.
Being
Blah,
called
blah,
a
blah, blah,
liberal New World Order is massive when it comes to the history of the United States.
Correct.
Period.
Exactly. But
So somebody needs to say, well, what the hell did this mean?
Well, you know who? Okay.
Well, we can hear it again?
Yes. Just
Why?
so you can really understand what's going on, Eric.
It's just a conspiracy theory to a lot of people.
His creepy
Order, and
whispering.
that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway.
And he might not think it's nefarious. He
No,
might
doesn't
might
know.
not
You're right.
think it's nefarious.
You're right. Eric, wonderful point.
So
man.
you know what I'm
I
saying? It's
agree.
like give him an opportunity to say, What the hell do you mean by this? How does this kind of contradict?
Well, because he wasn't at the White House with the White House press in front of him. That's why. If he
Good
says that,
point.
and guess what? He says it, and guess who all of a sudden got COVID yesterday when they're fully vaxxed and boosted?
Correct.
Jen Psaki, White House press secretary. Oh, she disappears right as he heads to Poland. Are you kidding me? Really? And then, not that she has anything to do with any of this, allegedly, but former presidential candidate, New York Senator Hillary Clinton, double vaxxed and boosted, has COVID too. It's like,
Here we go.
It's again, but Jen Psaki disappears right as Hunter Biden's laptop story becomes very big again.
Well, so someone's got to answer the question.
Psaki's going to disappear for 2 weeks, and then not be able to take the questions because the heat was starting to turn up on her. Because she's like, I don't have to answer about Hunter Biden's. I don't work for him. I don't have to answer,
dude.
Because now the laptop.
It seems like he's compromised.
But even in this, we have people on this chat line say it's a hoax.
What's a hoax?
The Hunter Biden laptop was
It's
a
not.
hoax. There was nothing there. It's been studied. Now you still see the 30 or 40 women who refuse to say anything about it. And on top of it, William Barr, he ripped Trump on saying, well, there weren't votes. He didn't win. There was nothing nefarious about it. But guess what? Before we go to break, he also came out now and said President Biden was lying about Hunter, not knowing anything about Hunter Biden's laptop.
There you go.
So if you're going to take his comments about President Trump being true, about saying, well, no, there was nothing with the election, then you have to take him serious when he's saying that, oh, yeah, Biden did know about Hunter Biden's laptop. He lied to the American people. Here he is.
I get further and further in. By the time I hit the 90 days,
it jumped to a commercial for something.
If you want to lose 30 pounds.
If you want to lose 30 pounds.
Do we want to do
I want to
that?
ask you about Hunter Biden because you write about this in some level of detail in the book. Joe Biden, when he was a candidate, Jen Psaki, both dismissed this as it's just Russian disinformation. Now, none other than the New York Times has confirmed, yes, indeed, there was a laptop that was dropped off at a shop in Delaware, and yes, indeed, it had emails on it that are now being investigated by the Department of Justice. You say that you yelled at President Trump when he asked you about it. You said, Mr. President, I can't talk about that. I am not going to. Trump protested, if that was one of my kids, and you said, damn it, Mr. President, I'm not going to talk to you about Hunter Biden, period. You are no longer in office, so let's get you to talk about it. Where do you think this is headed?
Well, I'm limited in what I can say because I don't want to discuss any possible ongoing investigations, but my reaction to the president there was obviously resisting the idea of injecting a criminal investigation of one of the candidate's children into the race when there hasn't been any definitive judgment over at the Department of Justice. So I made it clear I wasn't going to discuss criminal cases with him, especially ones that he might have an interest in. So I would still do that today. But I was very disturbed during the debate when candidate Biden lied to the American people about the laptop. He's squarely confronted with the laptop, and he suggested that it was Russian disinformation and pointed to the letter written by some intelligence people that was baseless, which he knew was a lie. And I was shocked by that. And fortunately, the DNI came out and said, no, it's not disinformation. The FBI said the same thing. Media ignored it. So when you're talking about interference in an election, I can't think of anything more than that kind of...
Knowing what you know of the case, do you think that there is any legal liability for the president here? Perhaps not while he's in office.
I wouldn't want to venture an opinion on that.
Let me ask it a different way, Bill. So obviously there was the media coverage of this, which obviously is being highlighted, was all over the place and atrocious. And now there's the New York Post, for example. The headline right now is the White House ignores its Hunter problem. Suddenly, Jen Psaki can't comment on something that she commented on many times before. So does the White House have a problem here?
Well, I think now that from a political standpoint, now that this is in people's consciousness, it had been suppressed up till now. Obviously, they have a hot potato, and just to see how they handle it will be interesting.
By not handling it is how they'll handle it. It's exactly what they do. So the way
Psaki disappears.
Does she
I'm
really?
just telling. It's like you give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It's just sometimes
the
it's
Democrats have an amazing
Well, we don't even have to say the Democrats.
Come on,
let's just focus.
No, I'm going to say the Democrats.
Let's focus on individual things to give it more.
It started
power.
with the Clintons. The Clintons had a way of making scandal just disappear. We knew that there were a few people that were suicided. Let's just say that, or it's the folklore of Washington D.C. Anyway. We knew about Bill Clinton having a good time in the Oval Office, Angela, but it just kind of disappeared. It was convenient for Hillary to go. I support.
Such a good time, though. It was such a damn good time.
That's pretty good.
I miss that time. I swear I didn't do anything.
Hillary back then
that she didn't want me to do to her.
That's so creepy in my head. Hillary goes, I support my husband. Bill's a good man, whatever. The feminists didn't like that very much. But she still is, she's hypocritical. But it doesn't matter because the Democrats, this will go away. Nothing with Hunter Biden you will know everything, by the way. Everything in that laptop you will know about, and it will not matter. It will not matter.
NWO, baby.
Exactly.
Get your shirts.
Yes.
Here it comes,
Yes.
the New World Order.
New World Order.
Funny but scary and not funny all at the same time. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. We're just getting started. Angela, you all right? You learning?
No, she's bored as hell.
She's
got Eric Church. Eric Church swag.
She's not bored. This is a lot.
I was trying to figure out how we were relating Hunter Biden to a president getting his rocks off. To me, those two don't even correlate.
Rocks.
They don't.
Man,
they
did
don't
you ever
even
take a
match.
master's class in college?
These two do not even correlate to it. I don't care.
You gotta have the bachelor's degree before you can talk about the master's
I
stuff.
don't care if a president is getting sex from some other chick. I don't care. All the presidents in all the world can go get the sex. I do not care. I do not care. Go
It's
get
kind of
all
creepy
the
to think
sex.
about Joe having sex in the White House.
I do not care if you're having sex with people who are not your wife. I don't care.
Damn.
Like, that's on you. I don't care. Like, you can still be my president. I do not care how much sex you're having, how many women you're grabbing by the whatever. I do not care.
Okay.
That's a good. That's totally refreshing. I appreciate that because I'm the same way. I don't care.
I don't
I don't care
agree.
if you're gay, straight,
I
doing
agree.
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. If
However, do you care about this?
Do you care that Leah Thomas is winning national championships when last year she was ranked 462nd as a man? She becomes allegedly a woman, and now she's number one, Brendan.
I do find I find that unfair.
Okay, I agree. All right, we got to get to break. We're way over, but what a great show. It's a Wednesday. Don't go anywhere. Back with more of what we do right after this.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
Compass Health Network seeks to expand its clinical team. Sign-on bonuses are available. $4,000 for SUD counselors and licensed therapists. $3,000 for nurses. Compass Health is offering these to professionals to work in our substance use and emergency mental health crisis services. Compass Health provides excellent training, a competitive salary, safe work environment, and great benefits. Visit careers.compasshealthnetwork.org and apply today. Compass Health Network. Inspire hope. Promote wellness.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were yelling at another car while driving, let me say it again. You need to calm down. Yelling is just making everyone as stressed out as you are and letting them all know that you definitely aren't trying to save with Progressive Snapshot. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't yelling at another car, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday. Maybe I should have said Happy Hump Day. 8:35. Sunny. Not. Tornadoes all over the south. Unfortunately, some scary stuff there. Waiting to hear and see some of the damage that came out of the tornado that went through New Orleans last night. Scary, scary stuff. There was a local TV station that broadcasted tornadoes live.
Ever seen one in person?
Yeah. Yes, I have. I saw one start to come down my street, and it was going to take over my house in Tulsa. But it took a hard right about, I don't know, but maybe a quarter mile, maybe less than a quarter mile to the right before it started to come down the street. But tornadoes came through all the time in Tulsa or all around you. So, yeah, I've seen them. What about you?
Weldon Springs is getting hit a lot lately.
Yeah. One came through my backyard, tore my whole backyard up.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Well, with that one, we were in the basement and saw it go through, and like a house the next block over, just level.
Damn. Yeah, they're powerful beasts. They are. I saw one night. I had a shooting star rehearsal in Kansas City, Missouri, and we were on the top of a kind of a hill, and you could see it in the valley, like below us, and like the thunder and the lightning and all that stuff was going around it, and it was this little tornado that was just ripping up the pasture down, and I was like, damn. That looks mean. You don't want to be in front of those. So, but yeah, they got nailed in New Orleans. That sucks.
Welcome back to the show, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We've got many topics on the ballot today. We got a lot of local and national stories going on. Whatever you want to do, just jump in. Facebook 100.7 The Viper. Of course, as always, as we say, share the show. Jump in on the comment line. We try to get to your comments. We try to read what you're saying and take the show where we're going to go from that standpoint. It is interesting. We were talking about the Biden administration. Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House yesterday, kind of harsh, but somebody on the Facebook line just brought up again. I did see this yesterday and I saved it. Quote, Kamala Harris may be the dumbest person ever elected vice president in American history. I mean, that's harsh. And that's why people keep resigning, because she's had multiple people, multiple aides resign. And we're still, just finished the first year.
How can you disagree?
And that goes into the sense of you talking about the Biden administration off the comments of President Biden talking about a new world order, a new liberal world order where people have been dying, but not nearly the chaos. We need to be out ahead of this.
What does that mean?
So apparently there was more to that, because I just looked it up. And on, excuse me, on Yahoo, it's got more to it. So it says, let me get to the good part here. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we've established a liberal world order.
What?
And that hasn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is the time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it, and we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it.
That's scary as hell.
I have the longer sound.
Yeah,
right here.
that is scary. I'm glad you put that. Is so scary.
Does that? Yeah, I was about to say.
Here's the
longer context is worse.
We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. We've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. There was more to it, and it made it worse.
It makes it way worse.
Things are shifting.
Does this make you feel like you need
As
to
he
step up and
whispers,
take notice now, Angela?
Again, no. Because what am I going to do about it?
Robbie Bazell says preparing for the Antichrist, sounds like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. Because I'm a big fan of the Left Behind series, and all of this is in that book.
Can you give a little bit of
the
a
horns
hold on?
and the hooves?
Give us a little bit of a background behind that. Just a little bit of a background.
Well, I
behind
mean,
it.
The Left Behind is obviously a fictional book. It's loosely based off the Bible.
Loosely based off the Bible. So how does it contrast the Bible?
Again, not the biggest religious person in this room, so that would not be. I just know it's very loosely based off the Bible. It's these two guys' interpretation of what some of the Bible passages could mean.
Oh.
Now, that could be totally wrong and totally right, but in the Left Behind the series, which I've read because I do enjoy that thoroughly, it does talk about a new world order and somebody kind of taking leadership.
The Antichrist.
It's not us.
You're told about that scripturally.
Yeah.
So Joe Biden is the Antichrist?
No.
No.
This is why.
Because the Antichrist isn't the Antichrist. He's got a different physical makeup than Joe
No,
Biden.
but the Antichrist will be loved by all, and
Yes.
and
Very
everybody
loved.
will think that, oh, this is our savior. Everything is great.
Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
And then you have to be required to take the mark of the beast, and then you go down that rabbit hole.
Now, what is the mark of the beast all of a sudden? That was another one of those stupid conspiracies.
the other interesting thing,
Yeah.
as Glenn says, Biden made that comment right after meeting with President Xi from China. He came right out of it. And we already know Joe, he's older, struggling. He's shown an inability at many times to
not have a Freudian slip all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, I heard this 5 minutes ago, and now I'm...
Or to continue to call Kamala his president.
Damn. Vic!
And he literally just
Call Elliot Davis right now.
He literally
I need to talk
just,
to Elliot.
Oh my God.
This is a guy that can get to the bottom of these answers.
As
Let's
Drew
go.
says, China and Russia are the new superpowers. We got a caller real quick that wants to tell us about something going on this weekend. Not really 100% what we're talking about right now, but somewhat similar in regards to something that's coming up this weekend. Of course, we always welcome your calls. Anybody can call us. The phone number 636-695-2915. Who do we have on the line, and what do you guys what do you have going on? What do you want to tell us about this morning?
Yeah, this is Dave Robertson, and I appreciate you guys having me on. So I wanted to let you guys know about a Freedom March that's taking place this Saturday in St. Louis. And a group of us are organizing a march. It's titled Reawakening St. Louis, Path Back to Our Unalienable Rights. And the march is happening this Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m. We're meeting at the Emerson Central Fields Pavilion in Forest Park. And we'll be marching over to the Central West End, through the Central West End, past Barnes Jewish Hospital, and back to the pavilion. And we have a group providing security for the march. And this is just a march, no speeches. So we're asking people to.
Oh shoot, Angela, you can't go give a speech. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Robert. In regards to you said you were asking people to bring what?
Oh yeah, I was rambling on. To bring flags, and patriotic signs.
Do Eric Church shirts count?
I would never participate in a march. Not that I'm not against your march. I just would never participate in any sort of march.
Robert, where did this come out of? What is unalienable? You say you're the right of to protect unalienable rights.
First of all, let me just. My name's Dave. It's
Dave.
Robertson.
I'm sorry.
My last name's
Gotcha.
Robertson. So this came out of there's basically this pandemic. We saw an unprecedented violation of God-given rights that we have, including the First Amendment, freedom to practice our religion free from government interference. And these mandates, as far as the vaccines go, as far as mask mandates, violated that. So that's where this march grew out of that, to protest that. But in a broader sense, it's to stand up for all of our unalienable rights that come from God. And the government has no right to introduce those. In fact, the government's role is to protect those, not to violate them.
True.
Well, there is a bill making its way through the legislature in Missouri right now. I can't remember the bill, maybe 801 or 701, and it's got a lot of headway right now, at least in the state of Missouri, where if we deal with a future pandemic where your work, businesses, and school cannot force anybody to get vaccines. If I were you, I'd look it up, study it, because it is going on right now in the Missouri State Legislature, just to let you know about that.
I appreciate that. I will look into that. I have friends involved in the legislature.
Actually, yeah, it's Senate Bill 702, so you can go check that out.
702. Okay, that sounds good. I'll just mention I am a Christian Zionist, and we're the ones who don't generally rely on medical help. So I never had any vaccinations, or medical exams throughout my life. And so that's part of where it grew out of, was like, why all of a sudden are religious exemptions being denied and violated?
No,
so that's a lot of what the march is about.
Good question.
That's a good point. Well, hey, bud, we appreciate your time. Thanks again. Where should people meet again if somebody's just joined in the show?
Yeah, so they should meet at 12 noon. We're meeting at the Emerson Central Fields Pavilion, which is off to the side of Emerson Central Fields. It's near the intersection of Wells Drive and Jefferson Drive in Forest Park. And then we'll be doing an hour to 2 hour long march.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for jumping in on it. We appreciate the support too. We'll see if anybody gets out there. Right. The weather, the weather should be dry too, dry and sunny on Saturday.
Yeah. These are the kind of events people are gravitating towards lately. They really are.
Angela,
I'm sorry.
You wouldn't ever march, but would you go to a boot scoot? What if it was a boot
come
scoot?
on, man. We're talking serious over here, and you're making jokes.
No, I already told you guys I'm not a protest type.
Yeah, you don't look like
I'm not a marcher. I'm not a protest.
These boots aren't made for walking.
If you haven't figured out yet,
have you ever been to a march?
Angela's kind of antisocial.
What kind of marches have you been to?
I went to the Dana Lash.
She's an antisocial female who's on radio. It's awesome.
I went to the Dana Lash Tea Party stuff way back in the day under the arch.
It works with us.
We're having another conversation over here.
No, that's all right.
That's okay. We're having two conversations.
Yeah.
It's fine. Great radio, I'm sure.
Well, it's for the left.
It's
and
in
right
stereo.
speaker. We're
It's in stereo.
Yeah.
It's in stereo. It's like a Van Halen album.
If you play it backwards, we're talking about Satan.
There is, if you haven't seen, on the heels of what he was just talking about, I was saving this.
I want to know more about that.
Well, no, I mean, I was saving this quote for a rainy day.
Oh, I want to know more about the bill that you were telling him about?
Oh, Senate Bill 70. I got to go back to
I'm sorry. That's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's already passed a couple levels of Missouri. So Senate Bill.
Okay.
Brett, is this the one? Actually, I said 702. It's 693.
Where's Nick Shore when we need him?
Yeah, he'll see.
Come on, Nick. Chime in, buddy.
Basically, where you can't be forced to get a vaccine.
And that would be in the state of Missouri.
The state of Missouri. Okay. Absolutely. They're trying to
any vaccine at all? Like we're talking
No, I mean
pox, polio, that
I
kind of
don't
thing?
know the specifics,
That's a
but
good
I
question,
do know COVID.
Angela.
No, COVID-19 policies.
Okay.
Specifically relating to COVID. The bill is only a proposal right now. It has to be passed and approved by both the House and the Senate, but it's gaining a lot of traction.
Interesting.
And a lot of times you can see lawmakers will see what bills are going to go through because they already do their due diligence before.
In an election year, that's going to steam through. Trust me.
And see where it is. So that's one of the situations that's going on. And then on the heels of that, when we're talking about whether any of us got a vaccine or not, we've spoken about Dr. Robert Malone here. You even know who Robert Malone is. You've referenced him.
I have.
For somebody who says they don't know a lot about politics or the medical world going around
She's
us.
a closet political expert. Don't let her.
The creator of the mRNA.
Trust me.
And I don't know if you've seen this yet or not, but Dr. Malone had said recently, very soon, there will be hundreds of health officials saying, quote, "It was your choice. No one made you take it."
Wait a minute, for what? For which side?
Eric, let me repeat.
I know this could go two ways.
No.
It could go, you didn't take it and you're screwed now, or you
Eric,
took it and
Eric, do you not know what Robert Malone says, Dr. Malone? Dr.
He's
Malone
the inventor
has been 100% and then some against taking this vaccine.
Okay.
He is talking about being extremely concerned that people are going to start to have problems and issues from taking the vaccine.
Again, I blame that on you guys. I blame that on the media. Not you, Vic. When I say you guys, I don't mean
Quote,
you guys.
very soon, this isn't any of us. This is Dr. Robert Malone, who's been banned from nearly every time he does an interview, it gets banned on social media. He also says it's a crime against humanity. I did see that too from Rob Bazell. Very soon, there will be hundreds of health officials saying, quote, "It was your choice. No one made you take it." And it just made me think about that's Malone saying that because of the call that we got regarding vaccines.
Well, I guess it's the CDC has already pushed back some of the benchmarks for children. Like when children typically crawl at this age, they've pushed it back. Children typically talk at this age, they've made it now 18 months instead of 12 months for first words. And some conspiracists,
Here we go.
if you will, believe that that's because when pregnant women were taking the vaccine, it's going to affect the rate that baby is going to, develop. So, I love to read about a conspiracy. I don't know if that's true or false.
Well,
but
Robbie
it's-
Bazell, Robbie Bazell is, and I would put him up against, he's been on our show as a guest twice when it comes to vaccinations and any kind of shots because he had to live this and had to become an expert in the field because of his daughter. When his daughter was taken away from him because he was refusing to vaccinate his daughter and didn't have success until he was using medical marijuana, which cured his daughter's basic epilepsy.
Oh, he was on the show. I remember now. Sorry.
Yeah,
you just said that. It just clicked in my brain.
Okay. All right. Well,
I was
thanks for letting us know that
very
something
excited.
clicked. That works. That's great. And he has studied it a ton. He also said that he says it's a crime against humanity, talking about Robert Malone. And he thinks that in the next 10 years, people are just going to start dropping dead.
Well, it's starting already. I'm telling you right now.
There are some people. I mean, look at Bieber's wife.
This is anecdotal.
They did say that if you have something dormant in your body, Malone said that if you have something dormant in your body, the way the vaccine works is that it only attacks that. So this other thing that might be dormant in your body could come to the surface, autoimmune, cancer, whatever.
Wow. So it's anecdotal, but there are a lot of people, young people, that are just dropping dead of heart attacks because of I'm not saying it's because of any vaccine. I'm saying it's anecdotal data that there is a lot of health concerns with these younger people, 29 to, say, 50 years old. that people are going, why is this person dying of a heart attack when this didn't used to happen?
Well, we're going to get Dr. Croissant back on with us, who is the cardiovascular surgeon out of Oklahoma City, who is in charge of that hospital. Remember when we had Dr. George Croissant on?
Yes, sir.
It was pre-you.
I was sick.
But he came beginning of the summer. I think it was back in May, almost a year ago, where he said, oh, no, he said that his kids had gotten the vaccine. He wanted them to make a good decision, but he said he let them do it and they jumped in really quick. Yeah. But he regretted it because it was like 3 days later where he started to see research and he's like, I wish my kids would not have gotten it. And now I'm telling parents, do not let your kids get the vaccine. That's not us saying this. Yeah. This was Dr. George Croissant, one of the nation's top cardiovascular surgeons, saying this.
And I want to.
And he said that he hadn't seen more. He had taken out more blood clots.
Well,
in 7 months than he had taken out his entire career, and that has only continued.
So the Hippocratic Oath says, "Do no harm." Right? That's the Hippocratic Oath. Do no harm. And we've had physicians on this show saying, you know what, the vaccine, it's safe. Whether you take it or you should really take it. We've had physicians saying that. I wonder what's going to happen when 5 years from now they can actually say, you know, this disease of myocarditis, whatever it is, the inflammation of the heart, is a thing. These blood clots are. What are these physicians going to do when they circle back around and go, yeah, maybe this thing wasn't such a great idea. Maybe we should have researched this a little bit more.
But Eric, as I told you before, we don't apologize.
You have
we
to.
Don't. Yeah, once again, there you go. You want it to be black and white, and oh yeah, I was wrong. The problem is you grew up in the best decade.
Well, what is a physician going to do when they got thousands of files with people that now have
Eric, there will always be something or some story to discredit people who are bringing complaints. It's
doesn't
life.
seem too transparent to me.
It will be. Yeah. Anyway, we're late again. Great
Where's
show.
Elliot Davis?
Oh my God! I thought we were going back to COVID.
I thought we weren't going back to COVID.
All right. Anyway. We'll be right back with more. We'll come back. Oh, we've got a Supreme Court nominee who refused to talk about what a man and a woman is. That was from the hearings yesterday. We'll get into that, plus much more. It's the fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio, an hour done. Just like that. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with your news headlines and your sports right after this.
Attend the first annual Spring Spruce Up event at the Lincoln County Fairgrounds March 26, 10 till 2. Hosted by Inglemeyer Realty LLC. Many construction-related businesses will be there, including cleaning, remodeling, renovation, and restorations. Looking to purchase or sell your home or update your existing home? Attend Inglemeyer Realty's free Spring Spruce Up event with prizes and giveaways. Get connected, get listed, get sold. Just visit InglemeyerRealtyLLC.com.
With everything going on today, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Compass Health Network is here to help. We provide a wide range of mental health, primary care, and dental services for the entire family. Whether you need to talk to a therapist, get a routine health checkup, or have a filling replaced, Compass Health Network is here for you in person or virtually. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell. Because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Well, let's stay with our unsettled weather pattern on this Wednesday. Clouds dominate. There'll be periods of showers. Could be a rumble of thunder here and there. Windy. We should be able to edge into the 50s up until about midday, and then temperatures should drop back into and well into the 40s going through the afternoon. Tonight, clouds, still some showers. Kind of cold, 39. Thursday, clouds, still some showers around and chilly, 48. Then we break the pattern. Friday, partly sunny, 59, 60 for the high. Saturday and Sunday, lots of sunshine. Cool, about 55 for highs Saturday and again on Sunday. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show is coming right back. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show on this Wednesday morning. 8:59 is our time. March 23rd is the time. Missouri State Highway Patrol reported a crash involving 3 suspects wanted for an armed robbery. It happened in Cape Girardeau early this morning. It's very bizarre because the car ran over police bikes in Crystal City in Jefferson County. It then crashed on I-55 going northbound at 141 just before the overpass. Jefferson County Sheriff Dave Marshak, who does a really good job down there, reported 1 juvenile was taken into custody. The other 2 suspects, women, have not yet been found. They were able to escape from police. Just some bizarre stuff on a Wednesday morning. Makes you want to go to the Soulard Farmers Market and buy some cannabis. Oh, that's right. You can do that now. Whoever thought you'd show up at the farmers market, of all places? Get your red peppers, get your cucumbers. Oh, yeah, we're going to get some cannabis today as well. A produce stand that sold cannabis in bulk raised some eyebrows this weekend. People are calling it the Budman stand. Yeah, I knew I'd get you all happy there. Large bins of unwrapped buds for sale. One side advertised 10 pounds for $5,000. More and more people started gathering around the stand. What do you know? Taking photos and posting them on social media.
Hot Bud here. Hey, Hot Bud.
Get your Hot Bud. Oh, my God. It's 2022. The world is coming to an end. In a related story, psychedelic drugs up for legalization in Missouri. Missouri state lawmakers thinking over the legalization of some, I repeat, some psychedelic drugs. This is from Tony Labasco's bill. It would allow people with approved conditions only to use certain plant or fungus-based psychedelics. Eric is an expert on this from his days with Shooting Star. It identifies patients with treatment-resistant post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, or those who have a terminal illness. That's a look at your morning headlines. I'm Vic Faust. You're just in awe.
I am.
This is Sharp on Sports. Now, here's Angela Sharp.
Hey, guess what? The Blues won last night, you guys.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Snapped that 3-game lose streak with a 5-2 win over the Capitals. And, of course, Perron scored for the 7th game in a row. I was very excited to see that was happening. Hey, Mr. Chris Kirkpatrick, he has been doing workouts.
Who?
Kirkpatrick, he's been doing workouts. The media's been invited. They all agree he should be in the NFL. I guess he's trying to play again.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Kirkpatrick.
Colin Kaepernick?
Colin Kaepernick?
Oh, maybe that's what
Oh, my God.
Kaepernick?
I'm leaving.
He shouldn't be in the NFL.
You know Phil Mazzongo?
First of all, no, let her finish her sports. We'll get into it. Is that it? Is that all you have? Are you done?
Yeah.
Ken or
I was
Mike?
going to do Sonny's quote about, like, missing us, but that's fine.
No, I want the
No.
Sonny's quote. Come on, do it.
And
good.
you missed the other big story. Why do you think I'm wearing a Mizzou jacket? Come on, girl. This is Mizzou.
Oh, I don't pay any attention to college sports.
Yeah, I know. Well, that doesn't. It
What the
doesn't
hell
matter
is
what
going
you
on at
pay attention
Mizzou?
to.
What's going on at Mizzou?
New basketball coach.
Oh, well, that's right.
Dennis Gates hired at Mizzou yesterday.
You know Cal Kermoskinen.
Yeah, that guy.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
That guy. That's
He
the
should
guy.
be in the NFL. Well, why don't you not
All
suck?
the
How about
media-
that?
All the media who's been at the workouts say that he's doing really
And
well.
then in that same memo, stop it. In that same memo, they said Mark Bolger should come back. I mean, come on.
No, he's not. He's not coming
real
back.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
I know I know a scout who's seen him
I didn't
throw.
want to do
Yeah,
sports.
hold
Chris
on.
said, you
Wait
want to
a
do
minute.
sports? And I said,
Wait a
no,
minute.
I'd rather do entertainment.
Hold
Angela,
on.
I got
Angela,
sports.
you do
Hold
a
on.
fine job, Angela.
Hold on.
You do good. That's great.
What did the agent say about Kaepernick?
Who?
You. What did you say?
No, it wasn't an agent. It was a scout that I know.
What did the scout say?
Through a friend. He's fine, but it's not like he's some NFL quarterback ready guy still. He's
No,
just
of course not.
There, it's hype because Roger Goodell has now been put on his heels and says, well, we've missed the boat. We're trying to – he can't – Colin Kaepernick will never play in a game and throw passes again. It's just it's silly.
He's
He
an
just
immediate
wants to.
toxic presence in the
Blaine
locker room.
Gabbert was better than he was and beat him out. I mean, it's sad.
Neil Lomax was better.
Gabbert's got a ring, too.
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert from the University of Missouri. Anyway, okay, so there we go. Where were we?
What did you call him again?
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Oh, from the Irish.
No, I was looking. I'm sorry.
The Irish quarterback from Notre
I didn't
Dame.
know she was talking about Kirk Street. I didn't know.
Colin Kaepernick.
That's the guy.
Hey, speaking of the NFL, Joe Buck has a new deal too. 5-year.
Oh, yeah, we talked about I thought
Here
we
we go.
talked about
Did
it.
you? But I thought you didn't say the money that he was getting.
I think I did last week.
What was it?
Because
What's
we
the
talked
the contract? I don't remember you. I remember you saying it, but I don't remember you talking about his contract. I didn't think details had
It's
been
like
released.
$70 million, right?
No.
It's been a minute since I
No,
looked at it. It was like
Aikman got that over like $98 million over
I
like
thought
5
he
years.
got 90 and
And he got
Joe
$11 million a year or something like that.
70.
I thought, but Joe's like $11 million a year for his contract.
Okay. All right. This is actually a very interesting story because I see it all over every news feed, how Aaron Andrews is participating in this and how Now, who left first? Was it Aikman or
Aikman?
Aikman left
His,
first.
his contract
Okay.
was up. So he
Aikman
was
went over to
allowed
ESPN,
go play.
which is dead man's walking as far as NFL goes, I believe.
But
I think
they're,
it's
they're
stupid.
trying to
That's dumb.
boost the ratings.
Fine, that's fine. But man, they had a good thing going over on Fox. They were awesome.
Al Michaels just got a deal
Yeah.
with
At like
play-by-play.
77.
Yes.
Well, he deserves it.
but
He
he's-
deserves
he's
it.
on
doing-
Amazon.
Right, and so now it won't be him and Chris Collinsworth because they don't
Yeah.
think that Amazon's going to take Chris Collinsworth.
You know
over.
what? Chris Collinsworth is horrible. Let's just say it out loud, okay? Al Michaels is great. Chris Collinsworth is horrible.
But they're different positions. You know the difference between
Joe Buck
play-by-play
and
color.
Aikman are fantastic together. I mean, maybe the best combination between Madden and what was the other guy?
But you know what? I like them all. I like
Summerall.
Collinsworth as well.
I think Collinsworth
You do?
knows what he's
And
talking
not
about.
to get confused with Colin Kaepernick or Chris Kirkpatrick, Kirk Herbstreit is also
Yes. That's what I thought you were going
Kirk
with.
Herbstreit.
is
Kirk
also very good.
Herbstreit
He's
is good in
jumping.
college football.
Kirk
That's it.
Herbstreit is joining him on Amazon.
Let's use
Yeah.
that.
But let's be realistic,
Wait
as
a minute,
Aaron Bland
what?
says.
Kirk Herbstreit
I can't take this
is
show
joining
anymore.
Al Michaels on Amazon.
I can't take this show anymore. Kirk Herbstreit is going to be doing color next to Al
If
Michaels.
you need to go take a timeout, it's
I
fine.
might have to.
Go take your time out, play some Eddie Van Halen, and come back when you're
I
ready.
can't take this anymore. And what's poor Erin Andrews going to do now? What is she going to do? Work with Tony Romo?
No, she
Oh
should.
my God!
First of all, Tony Romo is amazing.
What?
He's the best in the business.
I have to. Go
Tony
get,
Romo is the best in the business.
You are high
And Chris
on
Collinsworth
crack.
is also a character. Even if he frustrates a lot of people, he is still good TV with Al Michaels.
I agree about Tony Romo. He's awesome.
You
Tony
are nuts.
Romo
He
is-
can't. He's the Joe Biden of color commentators.
He's the best. He's the guy. Why do you think the salaries have gone so high? It's because Tony Romo set
Okay.
the mark.
I was at the game that
He's making $18 million a year because people tuned in to watch him.
I was at the game where he missed the snap on that field goal kick in Seattle. Remember that where
Yes,
it put him in the
I
playoffs?
do.
It doesn't matter.
That's when I started hating him because I wanted him to
Damn.
I wanted him to stop. Really wanted Dallas to beat the Seahawks that night for some reason.
Aikman signed for $90 million. Buck signed for $75 million.
Almost $15 million a year is what Buck had.
$75 million total.
It's crazy. That is the best. That is the best 1-2 punch since Summerall and Madden. It was Joe Buck and
Joe
Troy
Buck was
Aikman.
just on The Masked Singer last season.
And Buck he's not even doing baseball anymore.
No.
That's just for football.
Yeah.
His dad's rolling over in his grave right now.
No, stop. It's because his wife works Monday Night Football games as well, and he needs to be with the family. And when you have all the money you need, he said, I don't need to be racing around.
This is
and
the
doing
New
stuff.
World Order, by the way. This is the
As
New
Chris
World
says.
Order.
The New World Order has been indoctrinated into
Chris,
schools for years.
You know, Buck is not going to be able to stay away from baseball at all. He's going to wind up doing something with the Cardinals.
Maybe at some point in time.
He'll probably take over Mike Shannon's job. Ooh, I said it.
Mike, what?
Yeah, he might be doing the Cardinals
Mike
now.
Shannon is a part-time color guy. Joe
He
Buck,
might take over Mike Shannon's
Mike
job.
Shannon is a part-time color guy.
Okay, he might take over
Joe
his
Buck
dad's old
is
job.
arguably the best lead
play-by-play.
play-by-play
Well, then
guy.
maybe he'll do that.
Oh my God.
Maybe it'll be him and Costas.
Oh my God. Oh
him
my
and
God.
Bob
Oh my God.
Costas.
Oh my God.
Him and Bob
Oh my
Costas
God.
go back to Camo X. How about that?
Have you taken your time out yet?
I'm just talking now.
By the way,
But
speaking
then
of, while
I
we're
could
on
dream.
broadcasters to
He
get it
stopped
out,
by the Soulard Market earlier, I think.
Wouldn't that be cool as hell, though?
The-
To
the
see-
be-
So weed's illegal in Missouri unless you've got a medical card. So was this guy just selling it to medical
oh my
people?
God, that's all from the news headline.
Yeah, from your news headline.
I don't know.
I just have
There's
questions about the weed.
where
for
the
sale.
hell is Chris Hayes when we need him? Come on.
This is the part of the show where we lose it, and we go down really fast. But we're going to bring the roller coaster back up in just a second.
Pull on the yoke. Pull on the yoke.
I'm curious as to the Facebook people who love what like the politics and stuff. Is this where they like go get like coffee? Like,
That's
because
fine.
that's the point
But
of
you
the show.
can't please everybody.
No, that's fine.
When we're serious, some people like it. Oh, then when we have more fun, some people like it. Go, oh, we need you to be more serious. That's why we do everything.
You're the one that started with Chris Kirkpatrick or whatever the hell you said over there.
That's why we make this show. We put it
really wanted
exactly
to do
like Eric's
entertainment,
brain.
But I got sports.
It's up and down. It's all around. There's a million things that come through in a second. We're kind of all over the place, but that's what makes it good
Yeah.
and great.
This is a big story. Joe Buck is coming back to St. Louis to be the play-by-play guy for the
That's a story
Cardinals.
you made up.
Stop it.
That's
Stop
not
Part
a
of the New
story.
World Order.
Yeah.
That is definitely part of the New
That's
World
a
Now
Order.
story
every
you
that
made
would be the
up.
great reset.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I would like the Cardinals again, to be honest with you.
That's a story you made up.
Hey, speaking of broadcasters,
Yes.
this blew my mind when I saw it yesterday. Bob Costas had a birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Babyface Bob Costas turned 70.
Wow.
I buy that.
Wow.
If that doesn't put things in perspective,
I'm telling
70.
you, 70 is the new 30. Or 30 is the new
Oh my God.
one of the two.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
And Chris Hayes is the new LA Davis.
Yes.
You're only saying that so that makes you 19
10.
again. Makes you 19 again. And you're like, woo!
I've seen
I get older, they all
Yeah.
say the same.
Yeah.
age.
I'm shocked by Biden's incompetentness because he's 70. He should be acting like he's 30.
70.
70.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't look a day over maybe 48.
Okay. Chris Hayes is the new Elliot. I will never say Elliot Davis again, I promise. But I want him on the air, and I want a full apology to me. I'm serious.
Who,
A
Chris
full
Hayes?
apology.
Call him up now.
Are you talking about
For
Chris
what?
Hayes?
Yeah, Chris Hayes.
What did he do to you?
I'll tell
PRL.
I'll tell you about it later.
Oh, it's a PRL.
But that no, you shouldn't be upset with Chris Hayes. If
I want a full
anybody,
I just
you
want
should
to
be
go,
upset with the guy that tried to out you when you guys weren't doing anything wrong.
No.
It wasn't Chris Hayes. It was that middle. Who did it?
Cardinal
Cowboy.
The Cardinal Cowboy
Yeah.
guy.
The unofficial mascot
So-
of the Cardinals.
Should we call him on the phone?
So if you're
No.
gonna be upset, it should be a Cardinal
No.
Cowboy, not Chris Hayes.
Chris could have come on the air and said, "Look, I totally agree with you guys. You guys should be jamming and partying and having a good time. COVID is a farce. Have fun." But he didn't. He went the other way.
Nobody can.
Now just get him on the phone and he can apologize and we can get over this.
Let me get my. Can I get the birthdays out?
I know you
We need to
party
start
with them.
doing. Can you take over birthdays from now on?
I would love to take over birthdays and you do sports.
Okay, deal.
You
Okay,
literally
deal?
are on
Deal.
a sports show
Okay.
on Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah, but we talk hockey mostly. It's a read.
No
low.
one wants to hear hockey for an
Yes.
hour.
Yes, they do. It's a read low hockey show. We do. When
Hey,
Reed
I
wasn't
passed
there,
the
we had
buck to
Tim
the top of the
Peel.
Are the
key.
ratings low too?
It's 590. So
So yes.
I did when that seventh line change. It was amazing last night, wasn't
Hey.
it? And we passed it to the top of the key.
What you sound Russian? You sound
That's a hockey show.
I'm not sure what's happening over there.
You can't make
Yeah.
fourth down
Angela,
analogies talking
no, you
about
can't.
A
hockey.
lot of us aren't sure what happens on that side of the room in the studio a lot.
Is it called the key?
Well, let me get my birthdays in for the final
Okay,
day.
for your
That's why
final
I brought
birthday.
up. That's why I brought up Joe Buck because there are and Bob Costas, Kyrie Irving, who is my new hero. Because whether you want to get the vaccine or not, he's been the one NBA guy that has refused to get it, and whether you agree with him or not, and he has sacrificed
Can't
a
play,
lot.
Yeah.
He has not been able to play. He's 30 today. Brett Eldridge. You know who Brett Eldridge is.
I do.
He has some
I
very
really
good country songs.
dislike him
Why?
because he comes off really soupy.
What do you
And
mean by that?
Dude, I got it. What?
So like
That's you know what that makes sense because you're such a hardcore.
he comes off really soupy.
You know
What does
what's
that
be
mean?
sometimes
Yeah.
because she's hard. I mean,
What
like the way through
She's
Angela's
hard by
hard.
listening to Eric Church?
No, Brett
Hard would be
Eldridge.
listening to Soundgarden.
No, but
She's listening to
Angela's the
Eric
type
Church.
of no. We've talked. Angela's the type of person where she's kind of antisocial. Like
Is she
if you're
really?
if you're a nice guy that walks up to Angela and gives her a rose, she'd be like, "Get out of my effing face." Angela, you like go up.
Seriously?
Angela's the type. No, she's like hard. That's why I get it with Brett Eldridge.
Yeah, he's real soupy.
Say, you
yeah,
know,
he's
that's
real soupy. I
he's
used to follow
lovey-dovey.
him when I worked for the radio station. I used to follow him on Snapchat just to kind of see what he was doing to tell people. And he would like go out and like downtown Broadway and hand women roses from Brett Eldridge, and it's just very soupy.
what does it say? You didn't know or something crazy about you or something like that. Yeah, he's soupy. Okay.
Soupy.
Well, he's 36 today.
Who is he?
Soupy.
Brett Eldridge. He's a good-looking dude
Anyway,
too.
fine.
He is good looking, and
So
he
is
is
Fabio.
tall. He is, however,
Another
soupy.
80s reference, of course.
So is Fabio. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Perez Hilton.
Who?
Perez
The
Hilton.
little
One of
talk
Yeah.
show guy.
Yeah.
Gossip guy.
He's-
Gossip.
Is that
News.
is that
dude.
the brother of Paris?
No.
No. That's just his.
That's
his,
Paris. This is Perez.
That's his written. His
So confused.
his moniker that he
That's
goes by.
outstanding. Fantastic. Who's next?
Michelle Monaghan, actress. Tom Cruise's wife, Julie, in the Mission Impossible movies. I like her.
No.
She's
idea.
46 today.
No
I'm
idea.
with her either.
No idea. Give me one that I know.
Jason Kidd. He's 49 years old
Who?
today. Former
Oh,
NBA player.
the basketball player. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Stop it. Poe. Do you know who Poe is? 54 today.
You mean
Biggest hit, Angry Johnny.
You mean the little
Trigger Happy
Teletubby?
Jack was the name of-
Teletubby?
No, Trigger Happy Jack was her album.
Teletubby, the Poe?
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky and Teletubby Poe?
Dipsy. And Poe.
Okay, no, not that person. Not that person. I didn't know they had birthdays. I thought they were like.
Tinky Winky.
They
That's
come from-
Brendan Shanahan, the best voice in all of radio.
Don't they come from the universe and they have no birthday? They,
Here's one for you, Eric, and I had to get into it. One of your heroes,
Oh.
John Wayne Bobbitt. Do you remember John Wayne Bobbitt?
did he ever find it?
Wait, is that the
Oh
guy?
no,
they
he got
sewed
a
it
new
back
one.
on.
He got a new one?
No, he got
Was
a
it
new
a
one.
prosthetic?
Do you remember? Do you know who?
Chopped it.
Oh my God, you are just so hardcore. Yeah,
Chopped it.
Damn, Angela. Ugh.
chopping broccoli.
I don't remember who chopped it, but somebody chopped it.
I'm sure it was Elena Bobbitt.
Lorena chopped it and threw it out the window.
Like a wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do something pretty rotten for a
Well,
wife
no,
to
you don't.
chop it, right?
No, you don't. It just depends because you know People get in moods, and you.
I don't know, man. That'd be a real hard mood to be like, I'm going to chop this. Whack.
John Bobbitt surgeons described the day they reattached.
I'm done. I'm done with this one.
It's alive!
No,
Alive!
they
Back
said.
to Croatia.
Wait,
Back to
I didn't know they reattached.
Yeah, but in a much improved like Superman way.
Like Lee Majors?
He later,
he became the Bionic Man.
He later started a porno called Franken Penis.
No, I can't.
Yes.
No, he did.
No.
He became
So
seriously.
You're not kidding. You're serious.
No, he
That's not
did.
good, serious.
No, he did.
Oh, my. Okay. Didn't.
And
know
people
that.
who are into that say he turned a lemon into a lemonade.
I don't know. That ain't worth the squeeze to me. That's a lot. That sounds like a painful squeeze.
The
to
two
get some delicious
surgeons who reattached it said, "quote It came to us in a hot dog bag."
Ugh.
I know it's pretty weird. Just that whole thing.
Yeah,
But
that's just
anyway,
that's irony.
but anyway, he's 55 today. I have no idea what he's doing
But
or
his
where he's
penis
at.
is only 22.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You said that word on the air.
You can say penis?
I don't think so. Let's call the FCC right now.
I'm pretty sure that's allowed.
Hello,
it's
FCC?
a technical term.
And and we pay homage to one of the greatest 80s singers of all time, Rick Ocasek from the Cars,
Oh, yeah.
who passed away in 2019.
Yeah. I wouldn't say greatest, but
He was he was one of the faces of the 80s.
Moving in stereo.
let's not go nuts.
He was married to Paulina Porskova.
Fantastic. Let's not go crazy today. Let's just keep it on the tracks. Keep it on the tracks.
Oh, we haven't gone off the tracks already yet?
No. As a matter of fact, never mind.
Jeff Nichols says, what do Colin Kaepernick and Al Bundy have in common? They both suck at football and moved on to sell shoes. Did you make that one up, Jeff? Drew Collins. Oh, my God. I like Angela. She reminds me of me.
Way to screw up the show, Angela.
Oh.
I didn't realize I was.
You take that as a
No
compliment?
no one's ever called me. Did you call me hard? No one's ever called me hard.
Yeah,
before.
hardcore is what I call you.
Yeah, no one's ever.
Well,
called
you
me
come
that
you come
before.
You
across
are
as
harsh, and when I was psychoanalyzing you, you agreed.
Well, I mean, when you said, yeah, I mean, if you came up and gave me a flower, I would.
That's
and I didn't know
so
you. I
romantic.
would
So
be
hold on. So
grossed
you are
out.
not into the chivalristic romance, is what you're
I would
saying.
like you to open the door.
But a rose is off limits.
But then she wants you to slam it really hard.
Yeah, in her face. So
Yeah,
So
I call her name.
so
I've
if,
never been called.
Maybe we stop. it
so
there.
if some guy arrives at your door with a single, not even a red rose, a pink
Okay,
rose, you would
first
be
of all,
like,
do I know him?
I don't know.
Have I been out with him before?
I don't know the answer to
all
that.
of these things matter. If I don't know
You're putting
you,
all this stuff in a
that's
box.
creepy. If
Really?
I don't know you, that's creepy. And that once happened. I was doing some work for Channel 11, and we were live on location, and some guy sent me a dozen roses, which one would think was nice.
You threw into the trash can.
I was like, who is this? Why did he find out where I was going to be live?
Well, that's
at?
kind of creepy, yeah.
That's creepy, right?
That's different.
So
that's
where
different.
I had a guy send me roses like that too, and it made me feel
See,
creepy.
you're creeped out. So maybe you're hard too.
Kidding.
You're hard
no.
too,
Man,
Vic.
I
Good
No,
job.
but I sent him a note back and thanked him. I'm teasing.
Oh my!
I loved when Tracy Wilder did middays on the Point. When her stalker would send flowers all the time, she'd be like, "Here, take these home to your wife." I'm like, "Thank you." They were expensive bouquets. I'd come home with them. She's like, "Here you go, thanks." She got Tracy have another stalker. I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, she did.
She didn't care.
Oh, well,
We're getting to learn, Angela.
you're like Drew. So that's fine. That's all good. It's
You
all
and Drew
good.
can start a club.
Hardcore is what I said. You're hardcore.
I'm hardcore.
Drew said you were hardcore.
Maybe I should try to be softer.
No, just be yourself.
No, be yourself.
Just be
Be
yourself.
yourself. That's it. It's good. We just need you to get to sit from behind the mic so we can actually see your face.
And learn who Chris Kirkpatrick is.
Chris Kirkpatrick. Chris Kirkpatrick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you showing her? We got to get you a better. Okay. All right. So
That's my face for those.
all
who are
right. Chris
asking.
Kirkpatrick and John Wayne Bobbitt have all made the show this morning.
And Chris what'd you say? How did you do it one more time? Just what is his name?
Oh no,
Chris
now I've heard it
Kirkpatrick.
too
That's what
many
she said?
times, yeah.
Chris Kirkpatrick and John Wayne Bobbitt.
Such conviction.
I did.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Like you know him.
I looked at her like, what? Who? What? What are you talking about?
Like, is this a rookie?
You know that guy?
From like Salt Lake University or something like that?
Angela, I still can't find. I've been looking for information regarding. I don't think this was legal marijuana at the Soulard Farmers Market.
It was
even
just
though,
like illegal marijuana.
yeah, I'll look
he
for
was
more.
blatantly
I'll come back
selling-
with some information tomorrow on
Give me
that.
4 of them chicken feet, 2 raccoons, and a pound of that.
But I can tell you this:
sativa.
if it's in the city of St. Louis
They
and
don't
it's
care?
because it's nonviolent crime, they're not going to come and arrest. He's setting
Yeah,
up
but didn't
Budman
you say
stand.
like a pound of it for like a lot of money?
I
I think you said like a pound for 5,000 or something like
no,
that.
it would have been 10 pounds.
for
Oh,
5,000.
10 pounds for that's a lot
Yeah,
of weed.
they're not arresting people who try to carjack police officers in their own car, but
Oh, that's
they're going
right,
to
I
bust the
forgot.
weed guy at the Soulard Market. Come on.
Yeah, the
was just
details with that story. The guy came up and tried. I went and looked it up yesterday after the show. This guy tried to carjack a car, not knowing it was an undercover cop car. So he tried
Oh,
to
it wasn't
carjack.
it wasn't marked.
No,
I thought it was marked.
It doesn't make
wasn't.
it any better.
No, but that makes the difference.
Oh, you can carjack as long as it's not the police.
It makes
Tried to
them less
carjack.
stupid.
Then he took off once he realized it was a cop car. They chased him down, caught him, brought him in, arrested him, and then the St. Louis City Circuit Attorney's Office let him go and didn't charge him with anything. And then have not said why.
Yeah, I'd like to know why.
But the story is on our website under the Budman stand, which is the best, the Budman stand at the farmer's market.
This bud's for you.
Exactly. All right, we got to get to break.
The spaceship going to take us there?
No.
Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh, it's not the same thing.
It's this man's birthday today.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll get in. I promise the first thing we'll do, we'll get into this Ketanji Brown Jackson regarding the question when she was asked if a woman is a woman. I mean, just bizarre stuff right now. Where we have gone in the last 3 years, whether you agree or disagree, is just unbelievable. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust from Fox 2, the fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio. Back right after this. If you want to give us a call, you can. The phone number 636-695-2915. Jump on Facebook. Share the show. 100.7 The Viper. You can also stream us at ViperRocks.com. Back right after this.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Saving at the Home Depot means you can do more for less. Like making dishwashing easier with this KitchenAid dishwasher, complete with third-level rack and a Pro Wash cycle that adapts to each load. Enjoy savings on top-rated appliances online, in-store, or on the Home Depot app. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Valid February 10th through March 2nd, 2022. Free delivery applies to orders of $396 or more.
You are an electric vehicle. It's true. Electricity powers your heart. Want to feel your heartbeat faster? Drive an electric car. Made by Nissan, a company whose EVs have gone 5 billion miles. Built for every driveway, every highway, and every speedway. And where the loudest sound is the beat of your electric heart. Nissan. Electric cars for electric drivers. 5 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010.
Journey in concert. Freedom Tour 2022. March 21st at Enterprise Center. Journey with very special guest, Toto. Tickets on sale now at JourneyMusic.com. Don't miss Journey Live. Produced by AEG Presents.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion. First with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FALL.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
We could have said that was Johnny's crying. We'll get off that. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Oh, Drew, don't make it something it isn't. Be yourself, Angela. If they don't like it, that's their problem. Of course, I told her to be herself. Come on, Drew.
Actually, I'd like her to fake. Just fake. Be someone better.
Okay. Wow, thanks.
Chris Kirkpatrick is coming back to football, and tickets are on sale at a concert you have to discover time travel to attend.
That is correct.
There you go. I'm sure that's for you, Angela.
It is, because we were talking about the Journey ad we're running.
Yeah. Where's Chris? Where's Brian?
I told them we are.
Hey, where's that
testing
little
them.
Brian guy? Where's
And because time isn't real, we
Hey,
can
Brian,
run
I know
these
you're
past
listening.
ads.
Yeah, it should
And
have.
if
That
you would
ad
like
should have
to
been.
go to it.
If you missed Journey, it was really good with Toto.
So jump in your time machine.
Thank you.
your
John Parker
DeLorean.
says, you know you guys are running commercials about a concert that's already happened.
Yes, we're testing you.
We know.
Get in your DeLorean and go see
when
it.
Chris leaves,
I heard it was a good concert. So go check it out.
Aaron says, get your tickets now for a concert that was 2 days ago.
Yes.
That is pretty embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It is very, very, very
Time
embarrassing.
is not real, so
But maybe-
you could go see it.
Maybe you'd like to see their next stop, which is probably like Oklahoma City or something.
Hopefully we don't do that again. Hopefully we don't do that again. All right, welcome back to the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. 9:30 is our time. Eric, Britta, and Angela, I'm Vic. We're back. One of the big stories we've been talking about that we haven't gotten to yet. Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson is going to be nominated. She's going to be a Supreme Court judge, the first African-American woman. There's no doubt about that. The Democrats don't even need a Republican vote. But in these times, how does it make you feel when she refused to define the word woman yesterday? She refused to define if a woman was a woman. She was pressed by Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn about transgender issues. And she said, do you agree that schools should teach children that they can choose their gender? And she read a quote from Jackson regarding Georgetown Day School, the private school on whose board Brown serves. Jackson responded by saying, well, Georgetown Day School is private. Then when the senator pressed again, asking for the judge's opinion, she said, Senator, I'm not making comments about what schools can teach. So she talked her way out of it. She refused to go on as we get into it a little bit more about what a woman is and what a woman isn't.
It's an ideology. She's in the liberal woke camp, no doubt. That's why she's there. Don't kid yourself. She was put there by people that were not Joe Biden. I'll tell you that right now.
She was asked, do you agree with Justice Ginsburg that there are physical differences between men and women that are enduring? When Senator Blackburn asked Ketanji Brown Jackson that, she's like, Senator, respectfully, I'm not familiar with that particular quote or case, so it's hard for me to comment.
Okay, so so back in the day when the world wasn't nuts, the legitimate answer would be like, yes, a man has this part, a female has this part, men are physically stronger, women are, whatever it is that you're going to say at that moment, it is just going to be commonsensical. The woke crowd, which she is a part of, does not look at gender the same way as we do. It is not binary. That's how she thinks.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman? The senator asked. No, I can't. And Blackburn goes, you can't? She's like, I'm not a biologist.
I'm not a biologist? But you're a judge. You have to be able to make a decision based on very
Senator, in my work
things.
as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and then I look at the law and I decide. So you've got a semantics issue going on there.
So the problem with it is she has an ideology. So we have got to get to. So here's the deal. When you look, Angela, I'm speaking to Angela because everybody else.
And she also said that if the Supreme Court wants to be packed, that's up to Congress.
Well, that is true. That's a true statement. I will let her have that one. But the deal is when you put so the role of the Senate is to advise and consent to Supreme Court nominees. So basically, they're there to have a conversation like, should we put this person into the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court makes their judgments based on what is called this thing called the Constitution. When court justices get too far away from the Constitution, that's when it starts to get worrisome, correct? The Second Amendment, how do you feel about guns in people's homes? How do you feel about, making decisions on gay marriage? How do you make decisions on abortion? That's what you really have. Those are the core properties that you have to vote on. So when you don't answer those questions, you don't really have an answer. The problem is this lady is going to she's going to go through, right?
Easy. And she'll get Republican support as well.
So this is all a dog and pony show.
Correct.
And that's the worst part of this thing. So senators are sitting there in this hearing trying not to be on some commercial because this is an election season. So they're trying to stay, calm across the board. So we're not really getting any answers. The senators are asking the right questions for their constituencies. The nominee is not answering for the fact that she knows that she's going to get on the Supreme Court. She could really sit there and just go, no comment all day long. And we don't know anything about her. And that's kind of that's kind of the slow million cuts by paper that this country is going through right now. You have a very uber woke, cis, unbinary
I'm okay
SCOTUS.
with that. I'm okay with the fact that she's not necessarily giving a definition because it hasn't come down to that. I see on our,
what does that mean?
Facebook feed that somebody said...
A woman and a man?
Can I finish my sentence today? Or do I have to wait till tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be okay. Today's all right.
So I see on our Facebook feed they're saying there is a dispute about women's sports. And that is something, if that was the question posed to her, that would be a little bit different than define a woman. Because I'm okay with you deciding you are they. I'm okay with you deciding you're a female when you're born with other parts. None of that. Again, that goes back to if you're getting your rocks off at the White House and you're president, I don't care what your sexuality is. Now, there does come a part where you're talking about teaching it in school.
Yeah, so where are you with that then, since you have offered up your opinion?
So I'm really in the gray area, and
so it's all right if
this was what was posed to me. Okay, this exactly question happened somewhere else, and it was posed to me that in school we teach small children that Mary was a virgin who had a baby. Da, 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 da,
we
right?
do?
Yeah. Well,
no, we don't.
In
no,
private
but that
school,
but now you brought up a whole nother issue.
And so
Private
then-
school is different than public, so that
Where
you
the hell
can't-
are you going with this?
Well,
I'm confused as hell. Go. Let her circle back around because I'm totally confused.
So they said like that. I don't feel like we should teach children anything, but if something comes up, let's say there's a 6-year-old who is was born a boy and is a girl. And that is
What does that mean?
6-year-old.
But what does that mean?
To me, that means you have a penis and you have a vagina. But that is not necessarily what it means to everybody. And I understand that and I respect that. So I think it's a respect issue. Like I call you Eric, I call you Vic, I feel like it's kind of a respect thing. So if you want to be a they, then I will refer to you as they. If you are fluid in your sexuality and you go by whatever the term happens to be at the time, it's a respect thing. I respect that.
Okay.
I think I brought it up in the Kirkwood School District. There's a teacher that goes by Mix, not Mr., not Miss. It's Mix. And none of the kids seem to notice because kids are they're kind of fluid. Kids don't necessarily see race. They don't see all that kind of stuff. So if a kid has a kid in the class has 2 moms, that kid's got 2 moms. If a kid in the class has decided they are now going to change genders, and that kid is now
So
a
you
girl.
don't think that public schools should be teaching kids different pronouns, and that
no. If there's a kid in your class that wants to go by they, then I'm okay with it.
What?
Yes, because I think we have to jump on board. Otherwise, we're
no, but then
eliminating
no, but
a whole
the teaching.
class of people.
No, but any kid can say I want to go by this or go by that.
Right.
What I'm saying is, it being taught and dealt with in school, which is what Marsha Blackburn.
Yeah, I don't think you should teach it as a blanket. I think it should be taught if
It shouldn't be
comes
taught,
up to
period.
if it's in
It
your
shouldn't be taught-
class,
taught.
it has to be talked about.
So no, it
It's
shouldn't
the
be
elephant
taught.
in the room, is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
it has to be
No,
spoken
no,
about.
no, no, no.
Well, then how do you address it?
It depends on what the particular situation is in your class. Kids ask a lot of questions. As a teacher, you have to give them answers that correlates with their understanding.
But do
of
you
that age.
understand that would be
So-
different with however the teacher feels at the moment?
Well, but in theory, you would have a wonderful teacher who knows that
Then
6-year-old.
but that we've already seen that's teachers of our. This is the time where teachers are putting in emails. Don't tell the parents what we're teaching. We just dealt with that situation in Rockwood.
We did, but
so
I
that's
always stick up for the as somebody who went to school for elementary education. I
no,
will
but now
always
that's
stick
no.
up for a
I've said on this
teacher.
airwave multiple times why teachers should be paid more because they're amazing. But that doesn't mean that
But
you don't.
You
that
have a
every
good
teacher.
Not every teacher is good, and like not every officer is good. It goes to the fact that
So
you
you don't have a child.
I have no children.
But if you had a child,
Yes.
you're saying you'd be fine if your child was at public school,
Right.
with a teacher saying,
kid
"Hey,
would be in public
we
school.
accept this. This is fine. Anybody can say whatever they want. They are, and that's who they are."
Yes.
Okay.
Totally disagree. But what do I know? Public school is about 1 + 1 = 2.
But it
Yeah.
hasn't been
I
that
like to
way.
teach,
1 +
but-
1
It hasn't
equals
been
2.
that way in years. But public
That's a shame.
public
Didn't
school
know that.
has been teaching kindness and respect. And unfortunately, just because of the way the world is, and there's more and more people that have to work and aren't being able to be parented by, the stay-at-home mom is not a thing anymore. There's so much more that goes into teaching than just 1 + 1 is 2.
No, you're
You
wrong.
can't. I'm
That's
not
not
wrong.
that's
I'm
not the
100%
role of
correct.
it. It's not the role of it.
It might
it's
not
like
be
it's
what
like
the role
it's
was
like if you're
anticipated to be, but that's what the role
it's
is
like
now.
if you're
There's
as a
so
parent.
many
No,
kids in public school that don't even who have to get free food because their
I
family
don't-
can't provide for
no,
that. So there's nutrition, there's kindness, there's
Yeah, but that's all. That's
respect.
different. That's off the subject. Donna, but
Everything.
here's Donna brings up a good point. but it confuses other children, and it
confuses
makes
parents.
them pretend
I
that
confuses
John.
parents.
Kids are real.
But here's,
fluid.
Yes,
but
I
in
agree with
school,
Vic.
aren't we supposed to teach factual information?
I
Facts.
think those are the new facts, guys. That
No,
you're
no,
allowed
they're
to
not.
be
There's no-
whatever you want to be.
What
Got-
are you? You can't just
But you
make
are
up
what
things.
you're either a boy or
See,
a girl.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree.
And
with
you
that.
don't
I think
have
you
to.
can,
Yeah.
I think you can change.
What you do in your mind is no one else's business. It's not.
But if in my mind,
Biologically
I wanna be
speaking.
something and I want
So
you
you're
to-
not going to listen. So Angela's just saying it's okay to not look at the facts and to avoid the facts. You can just make up whatever you want to be.
Good-
That's what
good
she's
schooling,
saying,
good
and it's
schooling.
fine.
Yeah. No, schooling.
I think it's a respect issue. If somebody feels like they are a man
School
in a
is-
woman's body or vice versa, then you should respect that and call them as such.
School is about is
But
about.
then teach what a boy and a girl really is, though, from a biological standpoint, of course,
I
right?
don't think that ever gets taught until what, 5th grade? So we'll deal with it in 5th grade. I mean, I was
What?
talking from more of like the 1st, 2nd grade.
Let me tell you a little story that freaked me out.
Because I believe it was 5th
No,
grade,
no.
5th and 6th
You
grade
are-
that we
you're-
did sex ed and that kind of thing.
Well, but then look what's happening in Florida right now, where DeSantis, the governor, doesn't want to talk about these issues until 5th grade. But now you have people like Cohen from St. Louis and all the actors in Hollywood who are saying, no, these kids we need to be talking about this in kindergarten. And DeSantis is like, wait a second. Let kids be kids for a few years before you start throwing on their little brains and minds that boys aren't boys and girls aren't girls. You see what I'm saying? I know you do. So 5th grade,
No.
well, of course you do.
No. I mean,
You're avoiding the
I'm not
truth.
avoiding it. I think it's a respect issue. If
Res-
a little
but
kid
there's
wants
a
to
difference
be,
between respect and truth.
Yeah.
You can have both, Angela. Hey, we're going to respect that
I
you
don't
call
need-
yourself this.
But I don't need to then
But
teach
at the same
rest
point
of
in
the
time,
kids that this kid's wrong.
you're really
I don't
not
It
a
has
girl.
nothing to do with that one kid.
That's not about
nothing to do with
respect.
that one
It
kid.
does. It has that's
So you would
everything
rather
should matter
lie?
about that one kid.
So you would rather
And that
lie
one
to
adult.
kids?
Yes, it should.
No, this is a good
You
conversation.
should go out of your way to make that one
That
kid.
kid is going to
But what
make
about the
feel
rest of the
included.
kids?
Yeah, what about the rest of the
Kids, young kids, you guys, are very malleable, right? They kind of go with the flow. They don't notice race. They don't notice sex stuff
So
like
what's
that.
the point of teaching it?
You're not teaching
So what are
it.
you
You're
teaching?
just addressing it.
No,
So,
that's not the point. This is
Billy
making our
has
curriculum.
decided to be Elizabeth,
all
all
right.
right? Billy was born Billy, but now he's Elizabeth. So you go to school one year, and now he's 1st grader, and now he's not Billy anymore. He's Elizabeth. He's Elizabeth. Elizabeth is here. That is her name. And then kids just go with it. Kids very much don't know any of. We teach kids racism. We teach
we
kids
don't.
sex. We teach
Do you
kids
believe in science, Angela?
what's right,
from
wrong.
the Facebook line?
It depends.
Okay.
Depends on
It very much depends. And no, I don't usually trust a lot of that either.
Robert says, "My truth, facts be damned. Forget about truth."
Kids are very easygoing. Go with the
Have you ever heard
flow.
of a term called slippery slope?
Yes. And I agree that there is a slippery slope there. And then I agree that we are getting into that part where, like, you're going to start talking about, women in men's sports or vice versa. And there becomes some other stuff that we have to worry about and deal with when you get into those older ages. But when we're talking about elementary school kids under that 5th grade level, they're going to go with the flow. So what? That Billy has 2 moms. Nobody
Which is
cares.
why
So what
Janie
that
says,
Elizabeth
"Leave
has
the
2
damn
dads.
kids alone.
Did
Let
you ever-
kids be
Yeah,
kids."
let kids be kids, but you're going to have to, your kid is going to come home and be like, you know what? Billy used to be Billy, but now he's Elizabeth. And you, as the parent, get to talk to that. But
I
the
agree with
teacher is gonna
you on
have
that.
to
As long
say-
as the teacher isn't indoctrinating the
but
kids.
the teacher's going to
with-
have to say, this is Elizabeth now.
Yeah, you can call them that, but as long as the kid isn't teaching them things that are not true. Why do you think
Such
public
as?
school, such as, hey, this is Elizabeth, but if somebody goes, wait a second, I thought she was a boy. What's the
not now.
teacher? She's
She's
not.
not now.
Why is she not?
She doesn't feel like she's one.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
When I'm listening to you guys talk, I'm thinking, is it any wonder that we're 34th?
Why do you think
Wait, hold on,
private
hold on,
school
hold on. Is it any wonder?
attendance is now going up? There's waiting
No,
lists.
it's like this. Is it any wonder we're 34th in the world as far as education goes? When we used to
Exactly.
be number 1. Is there any
Because
wonder?
we're worried about TikTok and people's feelings.
I don't give a damn
And
that the kids
entertainment.
learn about transgender, cis, LGBT. I don't care any about that. Do you know
If you're a
anything about
parent, it's
calculus? Do you know anything about calculus? Do you know anything about world matters? Do you know it? The Chinese do. Do you know anything about creating IT networks? Do you know anything about higher sciences? Do you know anything about anything that's not social? That's what I'm worried about. This country is going to mire itself in dumbass things like Angela, not that you're dumbass, but the dumbass stuff that Angela's talking about. Here's the deal. You send your kids to school to learn the basics. Get them ready for that college experience.
They've never done just the basics.
When I was in school, they did. Here's the thing. I saw a 13-year-old girl. This is a true damn story. This girl is not a lesbian. She likes guys. All of a sudden, there's this little discussion I have with her, and she does not know if she's not a lesbian. She has all the rainbow stuff all over. It's a fashion statement to her. She was taught in her school that LGBTQ is this fun thing. It's liberating. She's 13 years old.
Wait,
she wasn't.
Where's the school at?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay.
The kids need to come back and say, "Man, I just learned this amazing thing in algebra. I'm in sports. I'm learning the basics to get to college or to get to a trade school. I have a path." This social stuff in our public schools is nuts.
Because social stuff comes up on a day-to-day activity. When you have
then that
kids,
happens outside of school.
No, but when
that's
you
not
have
your
kids
job.
in your class for 8 hours a day, and social stuff is going to come up. Social stuff is going to come up. You have these kids 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday.
When I was in school,
if you think
when
that
I was
you
in
can
school,
live in a bubble and be like,
when I was in
we
school,
don't talk about anything except for 1 + 1 is 2. Like, you're crazy.
when I was in school, the social stuff was hairband rock music.
Well,
okay,
the times changed.
It
I
was
know.
hairband rock music.
Now.
And
Well,
you couldn't
no,
tell
they're
the
not.
men from the women in some of those.
Two things. Jeff says, but here's the problem. Then when those kids get to 4th grade, they've already been indoctrinated. And now they say,
brainwashed.
"Oh, well, no, that's a she again, or that's a he." Now I'm really confused because earlier in my life I was taught that this is Elizabeth, even though it's a boy. That gets back to the slippery slope deal.
Yeah.
Also, as Robert says, on another level, that is why we live in a republic and not a democracy anymore. The fall of the country is coming.
And I do not disparage.
I'm actually
hold
shocked
on.
by the fact that 95% of the Facebook feed is not on my team on this.
It's not. You're not on it. No. Here we go. I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my hand. Can I talk today or tomorrow, Angela?
We'll find
here's
out
the
tomorrow,
deal.
I guess.
Here's
We'll
the
have to
deal.
wait and
Here's
see.
the deal. I'm not disparaging anybody. I come from the most liberal city in the United States, Seattle, Washington. Lived there for a decade. I've seen everything. I've worked for people I've worked for guys that had wigs on that look like a chick. So the thing about it is I've seen it all. They were friends of mine. Should you be teaching that? Should a teacher take 1 nanosecond away from the fact of teaching literature from the 1800s and figuring out? Do you understand what I'm saying? That the education system, not 1 nanosecond, not a nanosecond.
John Parker had a good thing. They also taught you that Columbus discovered America, and they no longer teach that.
That's John's. John likes to jump into that.
I mean,
so don't side yourself with John Parker. I'm warning you right now.
On this one, I'm gonna, because it's a respect thing. If you,
Eric,
if you come in tomorrow and you're like, tomorrow you come in.
I
and you're
can't
like,
see her, Brendan. Can you move up? I got to see Angela while she's talking.
If you come in tomorrow and you're like, I want to be Erica. I think I'm a girl. I'm gonna call you Erica.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
That's
it's a
fine.
respect
Perfect.
thing. So
Yes,
let's do
but that doesn't mean the conversation goes past that.
That had nothing to do with Francis Howell telling me
if
that.
we had 40 other children in this class who are like, wait, what's going on? You'd have to say, Eric is now Erica. We call him Erica and use the pronoun. What are your
And
pronouns?
then that's where it stops.
She, he, or she.
And
her,
that's
or
where
whatever.
it stops.
So what
Yeah,
about
yes.
something like this? And you say kids are
Respect
malleable.
that's a total respectful thing. That's
yes.
fine. But you can't persist further in the whole science issue. That's the problem.
What about the kids that are looking at now Eric, who is now Elizabeth? Look at all this attention that this kid got. I want that same attention, even though they don't feel that way. They sometimes, because they are malleable and will do these things, they will go through and be like, well, this is how you get attention.
You're going to confuse the hell out of them.
It's
confusing.
I don't know. Is that really?
It's confusing.
I don't have any firsthand experience with kids necessarily having a child in their area that has changed sexes. But like when you think about gay and lesbian couples, like that was a thing when I was in school, and nobody cared.
Nobody
It was
cares.
like
Nobody cares.
Liz has 2 moms and no dad. That wasn't a big deal. It never came up.
Nobody
It
cares.
was just, oh, who is that? That's my mom. I thought your mom was the brown-haired lady. oh, no, I have 2 moms. Okay, and then you moved about your day.
Exactly.
I think it's the same way with kids if they were to switch sexes.
What school district did you grow up in St. Louis?
Webster Groves.
Okay.
I don't even know if that means anything. I mean,
it's a good perspective, too, where she grew up, and that's her experience.
Again, if you want to come out as a 400-pound man dressed like a woman, I could care less. We'll have a discussion, whatever. I'm telling you, there is a human brain involved here. It is a computer. Once it's programmed, it is very hard to unprogram that.
You know, I agree with that.
Okay?
That's why I keep telling you times
And
not
that's
real.
why it is important that it's like this. If I send my kids every day to the deli and say, you got to eat, and I'm going to send you to the deli, you have to have nutritious food. Hey, Dad, when they come home, hey, they had crack cocaine at the end of this deli, and there was kids over there drinking. I'm not happy that my kid is in a deli where he's supposed to eat nutritional things. I'm equating this to the brain. But there's this really bad crap at the end of the line that you could participate in as well. That's what the parents' job is the parents' job is to raise the kids.
Disagreeing with that, but
it is not an educator's job
in conversation.
Okay, it's not an educator's job to socially maneuver a kid in a certain direction. There's been enough of that already. It is the educator's job to, I hate to say we should look at China for upper education. They're like the top in the world.
Well, they're blowing us away because they concentrate strictly on education.
This kid is going to get into MIT and learn how to shut rockets off to not Mars, but Saturn.
Well, Rosalind said, to your point about our stats, it shows that public school hasn't worked for decades because look where we are right now.
Exactly.
America's public schools don't work compared to the rest of the world, and the facts show it. We lost our way in the 90s in regards to some issues, or we started changing things, and that's kind of how it is.
It's the same argument with these
Robert Peterbaugh says psychologists are loving it. Every psychologist I know needs one themselves. Effed up in the AM.
It's the same. This is the same conversation when I hear people saying, "Oh yeah, our leadership in St. Louis is doing the right thing by letting criminals out of jail." I'm like, "Are you nuts?"
Angela, you're right with men who are born men who become women swimming like Leah Thomas.
That's a real gray area because you don't want them to be uncomfortable and have to swim with the men. This is why I have said on this show multiple times, I think in 5-10 years, we're going to have 4 categories.
Are you fine with Leah Thomas? Are you fine with
men.
Leah Thomas right now swimming against the women when last year she was
I
with the men?
don't know where
Straight up
else
question.
she could swim.
With
So
the
it's-
men.
I don't know where else she could swim.
the men.
I mean, it was
Last year she was
I know, we
462nd
talked about
man.
that also.
Yesterday, then this last
We also
weekend she
talked
was
about
number
the fact
1.
That she is taking certain hormones to actually become
It doesn't matter.
more
You still have the
feminine.
same muscles. You still have the
I
arm
agree
reach.
that she's got
I
a
only asked Angela that
advantage.
because somebody from the Facebook
I agree
line.
that she has an advantage, but until we have 4 categories, where is
No.
she supposed
So
to
it's like,
swim?
so screw you women.
Yeah,
We're the
screw you women.
feminists.
No, I mean, I'm not. Was I supposed to be the feminist on the show? Because that
No,
was never my
no,
role.
I'm curious where they are. I try to bring
No,
up both sides.
That's never been. I've never ever said I'd be a feminist.
Look,
So
you know what?
you take the side of Leah Thomas as opposed to the women who are actually born women.
I feel really bad for whoever was 4th place. Because 4th place.
How about second place, the silver medalist?
I don't feel so bad for her because everybody knows her name. Her name is Elizabeth something. I saw it. It's been all over
So
Twitter.
she's the real first place.
Because
she's still got the
asterisk.
silver.
Because people keep saying
See?
she was the real winner.
Her
Who
scholarship-
I feel bad for is the 4th place finisher who was not on the podium at all, and we don't even know
Number
her
2
name.
doesn't get on the Wheaties boxes.
Nobody knows number 3 either, Angela.
Well, perhaps, but I feel bad for the
All
4th
right, we got to
place.
get to break. Sorry, great conversation. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. We'll be right back.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
Hey, it's Shanny from the Legendary Lunch, and if you're hiring somebody to come in and do a project for you or your business, you need to trust him. And trust is built. Well, that's what Concrete Bob and everybody over at Concrete Masters does every day. They build trust, and they do it with quality work. And it shows in their porches and patios, the driveways and walkways they pour, the garages. Whether it's commercial or residential, Concrete Masters does it all. From new projects to tear out and replacement, if it's flat, Concrete Masters makes it great. So if you've got an upcoming concrete project and you don't call Concrete Masters, well, it's your own asphalt. Call them today, Concrete Masters, 314-486-0926. Tell them you want to speak to Concrete Bob and plan your next project today. 314-486-0926. It's Concrete Masters.
The O'Fallon Kiwanis Club is now accepting applications for their vocational scholarships. If you're a high school senior or you're a high school student who's graduating this year, apply for a vocational scholarship being offered by the O'Fallon Kiwanis. To qualify, you must graduate this year and plan on attending a vocational school offering a technical certificate. Go online to ofkiwanis.com to find out more. Application deadline is March 21st. If you're a high school student graduating this year and plan on going into a technical field, the O'Fallon Kiwanis may be able to help.
Hey, it's Shanny for Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom, how the world connects.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
People's Bank and Trust is helping you get a grip on your finances with our new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills all from the palm of your hand. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net for more information and to start using mobile banking. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
KFNS FM, Troy, St. Charles, and the Westplex. 100.7 FM, The Viper. Legendary rock that really rocks.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I just got a message. Angela, maybe you feel the way that you feel because you're kind of selfish. All you have to do is take care of yourself. You don't have to worry about kids. It's rampant with people under 30s. It's very discouraging.
I mean, I will agree that I don't have to take care of anybody else, but I also have a niece and a nephew that I love more than anybody in the whole wide world. And I know that if they had a kid in their class that was something else, I would want them to be respectful of that child.
It's good to talk about these things.
It is.
But damn, we got to get out of here.
I like the fact that she's a liberal. And she's a self-proclaimed liberal. She didn't even know she was.
And she can be a liberal.
And the
That's-
only thing that I will
fine.
say is there's people like me who like to see how liberalism squares itself
I
with
wouldn't say that I'm
liberalism.
a
So you
liberal.
can't
I always
answer
said
the
I was
damn question
middle
about
of
the
the
swimmer,
road.
dude. But you can answer the
I
question.
answered the question.
You can't
I don't
square
know where
any
else she
answers.
would swim.
Well, she's not squaring him because she says,
You
I get
can't.
to decide what's right and wrong.
Where I don't know where else she would swim right now. We don't have 4 categories. Do I think in 5-10 years we'll have 4 categories? Yes, I do. Yes, I do think that.
Okay, in the meantime, just go decimate the pool, and the chicks that want to swim, their scholarship
Eric
opportunities
Johnson,
are over.
Brendan
Where else
Shanahan.
she would swim. I always thought I was middle of the road.
I
but
love this.
Apparently, when I'm here,
You think it's a bad thing being a liberal on this show? I think
Angela
it's the
Sharp.
best thing in the world.
I'm Vic
I
Faust.
love
never
it.
called myself a liberal.
Well,
before.
you are now.
I always called myself more
I'm
of a
leaving,
middle of the road because I
but
would.
Brendan, you can take over.
I love
See
the
ya.
idea of guns. I just feel like we should respect other humans. Weird.